a full, intense aroma. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a Japanese whiskey here on my cask. It's a Hibiki from Suntory, and it's called Japanese Harmony. It's 43% ABV. It's around 60 euros, dollars, pounds, and it shows a bottle with 24 facets, and those 24 facets reflect the 24 seasons of the traditional Japanese calendar, which is, I think, a moon calendar. The label is made of echizen paper, which is a very special form of paper because it's not made of wood fiber, but of a plant fiber, and it's already made since the year 774. In that year it was first mentioned in the official papers. These fibers are particularly long, 0.4 inches, which is quite long for a fiber in a paper. Yeah. And the Japanese like it. They like those extreme packagings, those labels, those bottles. But I have to say, well, the content is what matters, not the packaging. The packaging is driving costs. But on the other hand, you could say, well, if there is an excellent content, then the outer appearance has to reflect this excellent content. Yeah, there's something said on the card box. The art of Japanese whiskey since 1923. A meticulous blend of the finest select whiskies. Hibiki was created to be paragon of the Suntory blend. Paragon means positive example. The name Hibiki literally means resonance in Japanese and reflects the Suntory corporate philosophy to live in harmony with people and nature. Hibiki celebrates Japanese nature and the subtleties found in the 24 seasons of the traditional calendar, reflected in the 24 facets of its bottled design. Hibiki is a harmonious blend of innumerous malt and grain whiskies. They do not have those many malt whiskey distilleries in Japan, and it's only from the Suntory Corporation. Innumerous? Well, which are meticulously blended to create a full orchestra of flavors and aromas. The Hibiki Japanese Harmony is the epitome of the Hibiki blend, subtle, noble, and harmonious. Hibiki Japanese Harmony is a perfect introduction to Japanese whiskey in the award-winning house of Suntory Whiskey Marketing. Yeah, tasty notes, very good. Color, amber, light gold to amber, more amber. Nose, rose, lychee, hint of rosemary, mature woodiness, sandalwood. Palate, honey-like sweetness, candied orange peel, white chocolate. Finish, subtle and tender long finish. Hint of Mitsunara. What's Mitsunara? Mitsunara is, or it's called Mizunara. It's Japanese oak, and Japanese oak tastes a little different to the European as well to the American oak, and from my point of view it's a little bit more on the European side of the oak, so it's more spicy, more intense. Well, the stopper here on top has a wonderful design and looking good. Suntory whiskey. I had a few of the Suntory whiskies already, and I think the 12-year-old Hibiki was one of them. And this is now a whiskey without an age statement. As I said, costs around 60, which is quite a lot for a whiskey without an age statement, but with all this packaging, this Echisen paper, which comes from a region close to the town of Fukui. Well, this all add costs. No? A full, intense aroma, floral, fruity, and then immediately the complexity of oakiness. And behind that is these Japanese orange, whatever that means. It's a aromatic orange, like the bergamot oil. And the other might be the sandalwood. I'm not very experienced with sandalwood, no. Has some caramel coming up, some vanilla shining through. So this is a really complex harmony of aromas. There's no rough edge. There's nothing hitting your nose. No sharpness, no extremities. It's a wonderful, complex, full aroma. In the beginning, some sweetness, and then the oranges come up, and the sweetness move over to this honey note, which means honey always sticks to the inside of your mouth because it's so sticky, and this honey note is there, and sweetness, fruitiness, mouth-watering, and in the aftertaste some spicy, smooth, spicy oakiness, which brings a long and soft finish. What a wonderful whiskey. And in the beginning of the taste, there was this oiliness you sometimes find in a good grain whiskey. So this is the content of the grain in this blended whiskey. I think the grain content is not too high. I would say 50 to 75% of malt whiskies, I would suggest here. So it's very close to a blended malt whiskey with a touch of a blended whiskey of the grain component. Really extremely good. One of the best blended whiskies I had so far this year. Wonderful. There's no youthness in this whiskey. It's complex, it's full, it's mouth-watering. It's spiciness from the oak, but not that rush as in a European oak, not that extremely soft as in an American white oak. This, how is it called? Matsu. That's not my language. Mitsunara. The Z is pronounced as an S. I learned so far. Yeah. So if you're looking for a blended whiskey, go for this one. It's not that cheap. It's rather expensive for a non-aged or no age statement. It might contain quite some old whiskies, really. And 60 is quite a figure you have to pay. Yeah. If you would like to discuss this whiskey with me, please do so in the vlog on Whisky.com.